Good evening, everyone. This is Robbie at the Carter James Ranch. We're just walking through our pasture. Whew, it is dry. Dry. We've actually not gotten any rain for probably 6 or 7 weeks. Sunday night here, I'm praying we get something on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They're saying we have about a 40% chance. But I mean, just walking through the pasture, I actually had to take my boot off, and I was getting seeds because it's so dry. And then I noticed Cody James. I'm wearing my Cody James boots here at the Carter James Ranch. So, hey, we're kind of doing this video in reverse. It's Sunday night. I am gonna show you some footage of some different things we did today. And then we're gonna be talking about a couple things. Cost to start up cattle ranching. Lots of variables that go into that. Kind of depends on what your situation already is. If you're established, if you're brand new to it. I was brand new to it, so I'll have a different perspective than someone who comes from a ranching family. And then we're also just gonna be talking about some grass over where we keep the sheep. It's October right now. It's broom sedge season. It's easy to see how much broom sedge you have because here in the fall it turns an orange color and it just like burns through your pasture. It's easy to see. Here at the Carter James, I've not seen one sliver of broom sedge, probably because there's been livestock here for a lot of years. So I just got done moving. Like I said, just got done moving the cattle over here. They're looking good, but look at the pasture. It just looks, there's still some green. It's not real long. We haven't been over here in 60 days, but we just have not gotten much grass or rain at all. So it's you know, we even still have old manure pats. They're all dried out, but usually rain helps to break those up. So anyhow, enjoy some of the footage from earlier today. I wanted to show you how the cattle are. I had to run back over here and check their water and check on them. I moved them a little bit just so they have a little extra grass. And then we'll chat more about that, the grass over where the sheep are and cost to get into cattle. Out. They're definitely ready to move when I roll that wire up. I don't know. I don't know how good a footage that'll be, but back over here with the sheep, I gotta walk out and feed Coda for tonight. I've said in past videos, love this part of my day. He typically just sits there, real stoic. And then when I get close, he'll walk up. Oh, he's big stretch. He must have been sleeping a little bit. Getting ready to be on duty for tonight. So, all right, so one thing we were going to talk about is over here in this pasture. This has been this hay meadow here. Well, this meadow's been hayed for a lot of years. So all this reddish brown is broom sedge. Broom sedge, and you can see the seed on it. It's kind of that flowering stuff. So you can see there is quite a bit of it here. I've been playing with Coda at night. He'll run through it, and you know, it comes up to his head. So it definitely is here. Broom sedge grows in soil and areas where the the nutrients are not very good. When this has been hayed, they do put fertilizer down, but when you put the fertilizer down to get the grass to grow, only to come and take all the nutrients away when you cut it, not much of it really probably gets down to the soil to stay. So, hey Coda, how you doing? You're a handsome boy. Sorry, I didn't realize it was all up and close and personal like that. So yeah, so I'm moving the sheep through here so we can get some manure put down and over time start to improve the soil here. I had to pull out this little chicken treat here. Let's see if Coda, come here. Come here, come. Good boy. That's about as close as he comes to me. So, we have these beautiful flowers here in the fall. They're starting to wilt a little bit, but boy, they're vibrant. So broom sedge, yeah, here in pockets. This is the thickest part of the field. It's not everywhere, but it definitely is here. So we're running the sheep. Part of the problem too is when this stuff starts growing real thick, it actually takes away ground space for real grass to grow. And this basically we got some crabgrass, we got brome grass, and we've got some fescue out here. So out here with the sheep, I wanted to show you. So one thing I realized is I was rotating them through their chicken tractors. They were just over here in this thick area. Boy, I mean, you can see they just, obviously there's nothing growing where the broom sedge is, but you can tell they just eat right down to the ground because there's just not that much forage. So we're moving them through here. This is where they just were 3 or 4 hours ago, and then I moved them. And again, you can already tell over here they've eaten through a lot of this stuff. So we'll start moving them down that way a little bit. Here's Mr. Ram. There's Mr. Coda Bear. He's probably wanting to, hey, when are you gonna give me my food? So here is the other topic to talk through tonight. When I was looking to get into cattle, I spoke with a number of different people about cost, things you need to consider. I went down to the Graham School in Garnett, Kansas, a week-long school. I think I mentioned it before. They basically teach you a lot about caring for the cattle. But one of their main things is teaching you how to preg check and how to artificially inseminate. The biggest thing I took away from that was that I'm going to pay the vet to do that. Being able to do that is great, if you want to. But I think I'd just rather pay the vet to come out and stick it where the sun don't shine and tell me if they're bred or not. So that's interesting. But what I was told is to start with cattle, including the cost of cattle, equipment you're going to need, startup tools, that sort of thing. $50,000. That's what they said, $50,000. And I thought, whoa. And then I started thinking through it, and I said, well, that really depends on what your management system is, how you're going to run them, what type of cattle you're going to get, how many you're going to get. But backing into it, you need a cattle chute. You need to be able to work the cattle. You need to be able to get them in. You guys just all saw we just had that pipe fencing built. We just had all that pipe fencing built. Hey, Coda. We just had that pipe fencing just built. And, that was expensive. Did I have to do that? No. But the other thing I've learned is I'm going to be working the cattle mostly by myself. Jamie's not all around all the time to help me out. So building things that allow me to work them real easily and they're not stressful to try to get them into the chute, that's important. You got to buy the chute. And again, you can spend a lot of money on different chutes. The chute we got is a little more expensive. It's mobile, meaning we can jack it up and put tires on it. I wanted to do that so if I ever had cattle at different places, I could run that over. So fencing is a big deal, and equipment. Do you need a tractor? I bought the Greg Judy bale and roller so I could do bales of hay. Do people bale their own hay? Do you need equipment to do that? I'm just going to buy my hay or have some of my pastures baled. So overall, do you really need that much money to start in cattle? No, and yes at the same time. It really depends on if you have to fence your whole property or what. But I think everyone needs to count the cost of what you need to do, what your property needs, and how big of an operation you have. So lots of things to consider, and you will need to spend some money. It is important to have good facilities and good tools to work the cattle. One thing I've heard from vets is you know, they don't want to come out and work on cattle if there's not good facilities, because and if your cattle are wild, you know, it puts everyone at risk. So lots of things to consider. So, well, thanks a lot for watching the video. It's been a long day, running around doing lots of different stuff. But over here with the sheep tonight, we'll be moving them, and then we'll get up and do the same thing on Monday morning. So hope you guys had a blessed weekend. Get rest for the week. And thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate you guys following. And we will talk to you soon on the next video.